What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. I know we're still in March, but I decided to get cracking on my Easter decorations a little early. I couldn't wait. I didn't really have too many ideas, but the first one I decided to go with something I've never done before, and it's pretty much a tiered tray. And yeah, so I had this old wall shelf, the one that you're looking at right now. I had that laying around for a while, and a funny story about that, I had it posted on Facebook Marketplace. Now, I post a lot of things on there. Sometimes I sell stuff, sometimes I don't. And I didn't really think anything of it. I usually give it maybe a window of a week or 2 weeks before I take down a listing, because if no one buys it by then, they don't really want it. So I had this wall shelf right here on Marketplace for a little under a week, and no one was interested in it. So I said, you know what, let me go ahead and just make something out of it. That way it doesn't go to waste, right? So the bottom part of the shelf used to be longer, but I took wire cutters and cut off the bottom half of it. And as soon as I did that, I checked later on Facebook and somebody wanted to buy the shelf. So I missed out on that deal. But all in all, I still put it to good use. So what I did was I went to the Dollar Tree, the dollar store nearby, and I picked up a few things, just to save some money. I don't want to spend too much money on this. I try to make it as, upcycled as possible. So let's start at the top. So what we have here is just a little carrot garden stake. It had a how garden stakes have that wire that comes down that sticks into the dirt. I took my wire cutters and cut that off too. That way it just looks like a normal carrot, and that way it fits better up top. I chose this because, the way it looks, and I don't really have a lot of metal on the tray, as you can see. And the whole layout I was going for was, different materials and different colors, but everything had to, fit together. I didn't want to look like a a tiered tray with a bunch of random stuff on it. I'm not the best, but I did a lot of online research and compared, what works and what doesn't work. But so yeah, I got these little, hang on a second, put it close to the camera. It's like these little AstroTurf bunny rabbits. It's nothing special about it. I just like the fact that, I needed some greenery. I couldn't find any artificial plants that I liked. And these really saved the day. So they came in a pack of 3 at the dollar store. I don't know if they have it at your dollar store, but if they do, grab some. They're pretty cool. And they don't just look like this. They come in different poses. Hang on a second. I'll grab the other one. There we go. So that's what I'm talking about. They come in like different shapes. Pretty cool. And speaking of which, I took a little teacup and turned it into like a little makeshift garden with a rabbit sitting in the garden. I don't know. I just try to come up with weird ideas and hope they work. Some people might not like it, but I try to be creative. And I have a little, whoops. Let me put it back in there. I have a little envelope, and I glued these little pieces of paper on there. This actually came from those little papers you put inside the cupcake mold when you're making like biscuits or cupcakes. That's what that is. I just cut out the bottom of it and threw away the little ruffled edges, and I just glued them on there. Nothing special about that. So, and speaking of which, here's some other ones right here. And since it's Easter, there's like part of the theme is like candy. So I made these little things. Now the same packaging that these rabbits came in, I just pretty much cut that plastic that the rabbits came in and wrapped it around Play-Doh. And yeah, I got the Play-Doh from the dollar store too. So I just pretty much rolled it into a ball, wrapped it up, and put these little clothespins on it. I couldn't find a way to heat up the plastic to make it just stay like that. So, last minute, I just threw these clips on there to keep it in place. If I took those clips off, it'll just come apart. And yeah, I did the same thing with hang on a second, with this one over here. It's like a little purple color. Again, like I said, I try to be creative and try things that, other people might not have to be special a little bit, but I'm pretty sure, no one's ever done this. I don't know, they may have, but I try to make it look like a piece of candy. If it doesn't, oh well. All right, put that back. And this back here, this is pretty much, my sister had a TV that she bought, and it came with a bunch of styrofoam and packaging material, but it also came with like 2 big pieces of wooden board. So I took the piece of wood and sanded it down, and then I put some craft paper on top of it with the blue and white polka dot. And I also stenciled out, like a little rabbit picture and put that on top as well. Now for the letters, I wish I could bring that closer, but I don't want to knock everything down. But I took some popsicle sticks and cut them into these little tiles on there. I'll try to zoom in on that in a minute. And then I just put stickers for the letters on top of the popsicle stick. So, and then I just scattered it across the front of it. It says Happy Easter. I don't know if you can see it behind all that other stuff. So that's that. And then I have a wooden tag right here. And I just pretty much glued on some buttons. The dollar store, they also had this rabbit keep falling down. I'll just leave him alone. I might glue him down later. The dollar store, they also had a package of buttons with like different pastel colors, and that pretty much represent Easter. So I just glued on these buttons along with the same pattern I used over here. And another thing, I try to be creative with this bow. See, it's a normal shaped bow, right? But I actually took the parts that drape down and folded them upwards to make it look like a butterfly. Yeah, like I said, I try to do different things to make myself feel special, but I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, I don't think anyone's ever done that either, but yeah, I think it looks nice. And then I glued a button on top of it just so it doesn't look like a balled up piece of ribbon. And then I put this chalkboard tag. I got to get some of those chalk pencils so I can write a message on there. Maybe like an Easter pun or something. But yeah, this is just pretty much a wooden tag that I put craft paper on top of and glued some buttons on it. Nothing too special. So for the bottom part, the dollar store had these little, oops. I gotta start gluing stuff down better. But yeah, the dollar store had these little, it's more like a plastic, kind of like a plastic brush feel, but it's a carrot. These also came in a pack of 3. So if you want to hang these somewhere outside or indoors, they'll look pretty nice. Yeah, I didn't know what else to do with these, so I just pretty much put them down here. I made this jar. I wrapped some twine around the top and glued it together. And you're probably wondering about these popsicle sticks on the inside of the jar. Hang on a second, get that closer. Now I did that because back when I was a gardener, I had a lot of vegetables and it can be easy to get everything mixed up. So what I did was I pretty much just labeled what was in the row on a popsicle stick, and I just stuck it in the soil just so that I know like what I actually planted and where. So we all know that, gardening season is coming back, in spring. So, and that's another part of Easter, the carrots and the rabbits eating the carrots. On the front, I took a package of carrot seeds and I cut out the front of the packaging and just glued it on the front. Just to make it seem like, just more of that Easter look with the carrots. And I just put these fake carrots in front of it. And I think that looked pretty good as well. And here's another rabbit. There we go. I might get some more of these rabbits. I don't know why, but I just think they're pretty cool. And last but not least, I also got this from the dollar store. I just like the message on the front. It says, "Give thanks and be grateful." I think we can all agree with that. It's pretty much like a porcelain feel and has a cork on top. Try to get that off. There we go. There's nothing inside. Yeah. And yeah, pretty much all this stuff I got from the dollar store. So yeah, this is my tiered tray. This is my first time doing one, so I think it looks great, but I'm gonna get a few opinions on what other people might think. Things I can work on, but I'm definitely gonna try and do another one, but not with the wall shelf, because I really had to cut the bottom part to make it look like it's a tray. But yeah. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys liked the video. And I'll bring you guys something next time. All right, talk to you later.